So the goal now is to make this into an HTML CSS layout. I'm going to Dreamweaver. I'll go to File, New. I'm creating an HTML, create. I'm going to give this a title called Layout Exercise. Layout Exercise. I'm going to save my file and I'm going to save it in the same folder D2. I'm going to call this Layout Exercise, Layout EX. So that's the in-class exercise. Let's have a look at the layout. I've got 3 horizontal bars. I've got 4 horizontal sections: header, navigation, content, and the content breaks out into 2 areas, 2 rows. The first row has 2 blocks, the second row has 3 blocks, and then I have the footer. So let me go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me go 4 horizontal blocks first. So in the body, I'm going to go div /div. I'm going to have an ID called header. I need 4 of these. Header, paste. So I have header, navbar, and you can use tags, okay? Feel free to change. The end result in your assessment, the end result is what I'm after. How you use it, whether you use my templates to make it, whether you use some sites to make it, that's not the issue here. I have a checklist for you which you must achieve by yourself. Assistance you can take, no problem. Then I have the content area and then I have the footer area. I have these 4. Make note what I do next. Inside the head, I put my style tags. Style /style. Now let me style my header. Actually, let me start with the body, because the body is the first thing that I do, and what I always do, and you know now why from my previous example, that I always put margin and padding to 0 so that I don't get those white borders on the side. And out here I will even make a font choice. Just go font family. I just get a font. Font family means if the device doesn't have the first font, it will go for the second, then the third, then the fourth. And if nothing is available, it will go for the nearest serif font. I'll go for Gotham Helvetica this time. So that's my body. Body starts here, ends here. See the tags? Then let me go to header /header. And it gives me a hint, header. Yep, I'll take header, begin, end. Header, I'm going to give it a background color. Space. So when I hit a space and start typing, I get this. I scroll down, background color. I'm going to make this into a cool scheme, a more cold color scheme. There are some links on my site which will help you to choose your color schemes. So header, I've got the background color. Let me give it a height of 100 pixels maybe. Yeah, that's enough. I'm going to copy that and make that into my nav as well. Nav bar. I will remove this, put the colon again, and choose another color. I'm going to use the dropper tool to select this blue, and then I'll just go slightly lighter. And the nav bar, I will go 50 pixels. Now I need a bit of space between the two. I can choose a margin bottom in header or a margin top in nav bar. Last time what I did was a margin top for nav bar, but I can also achieve the same result by going margin hyphen bottom 15 pixels, and you can see. So you get the difference. Last time I told nav bar to have a top margin. This time I'm telling header to have a bottom margin. Okay, next is my content area, which will have some parts. I'm not so much worried about content, but I'll go to footer. Now in footer, I'll go height 20 pixels. And one important thing in the footer was clear both, so that it actually sits down. It doesn't start floating here and there when I style other things. Clear both will force it to go down the moment I have other aspects. In the footer, I'm going to just put the copyright symbol. Today we learned ampersand copy will give you the copyright symbol. That way, if you use my template and you forget to remove this, that's a straight fail. So if you use any of my templates, make sure you actually change my name at least. Another thing in footer, there was a question how to align it in the middle. Space text hyphen align. Center spelled as ER, not C. If you make it RE, it won't work. Okay, there you go. Footer is done. Now in the content, I open up content. In content, if you see my design, I've got lots of stuff, primarily 2 rows. I will call one row for text and the second row is icons. Let's call it like icons. So div id equals content. I'll call it textcon. Textcon means text content / div. And the second one is, now bear in mind, both of these div tags, both of these div tags are inside content, okay? You put them outside content, they'll start giving problem. Div tag, come down, / div. So text content and this div equals, not equals, sorry, id equals icons. So I'm going to have some icons there. So textcon and icons. Inside textcon. Now this is inside textcon. I have 2 parts, left side and right side. Make sense? See how inside the body I got content, inside content I got text content. Now inside text content, I have div id equals left side and id equals right side. Now let me put some text there from my lipsum.org. Let me just go to lipsum. So I've got some content on my left side, I'm not going to put so much content. And I've got some, actually let me just take this content here and put it on the right side. Content is going inside the div tags, okay? Now I also want a heading. So inside the left side, around the first 2 words, I'm putting a h1 tag /h1. So I get this left side, right side, okay? I've got my left side, I've got my right side. If I put a p tag inside the right side, I can make paragraphs, but I'll show you a p tag /p, p tag /p. So each p is a paragraph. See 1, 2, I've got 2 paragraphs on the left. Let's have a look at it. So these 2 are the right side, that's the left side. Now right side and left side need to be styled. Okay, so let me go here, hash left side. I'm going to use the same values I used last time. Let me go width, I'll go 60%. Float left. The tiniest of spelling mistake will break this. And if I say 40% and I don't float this one, it will still go and float to the left. But just for safety, I'll leave that float left. I can actually make this float right. So there, I've got left and right. Oh, hash right side, left side and right side, sorry. Yeah, so that's the left side, that's the right side. Now when I give padding, so if I give this guy padding, let's say 2%, margin 2%. So padding left right, that makes 4, left right, that makes 4, 4 and 4 makes 8, so I have to take 8 off here, so I'm going to make that 2. The reason is all of this should totally, I'm going to copy the padding and float from here, I'm going to paste it here. So padding 2, margin 2, left and right is 4, left and right margin is 4, 4 and 4 is 8, take 8 from 40, that will become 32, and that becomes 52, sorry. The total of all of these values, percentages, should be 100. If it's more than 100, see this, if I make this 53, see it breaks. If it's more than 100, there's no place. 100%, it falls down. So that's one thing you need to understand when you're having things side by side. So I've got this side by side. Cool. So that was in my text content. I got a left side, I got a right side. Pretty cool. In my left side, I got a heading. In my right side, I got 2 paragraphs. So that's a P tag, that's another P tag, and that's the end of the right side. Then in icons, let's make the icons. Let me make a div, id equals ico, id equals box, no id, class, because I need multiple of them, class equals box and slash div. I need 3 of them. And one of them will be, I'll just put a number, 1300, ninja, another one, call us now, 20% end of financial year sale. Okay, just got some banners there. Now I'm going to style these boxes. They are a class, so it should be a dot box, begin, end. First thing, width 200 pixels, height 200 pixels. I might make the, we'll see how we go. Margin 10 pixels, margin 10 pixels, padding 10 pixels, and border radius, border radius, we'll make it 20 pixels. Let's give it a color, background color, let's give it a darker color, somewhere in a deep dark aqua, maybe a bit more greenish, maybe a bit more, I'll take that. And text is simply color. I'm just going to go color white. I think I can type white. So I've got these 3 things. Okay, but they're not sitting properly. So there's another thing that I need to do inside it. I got to say the boxes have to float left. They have to float left. Okay. Now you can see there's a problem here. These 2 float left, they go up. This guy has no place. So these boxes are sitting inside. Icons, right? What I have to do is, I have to tell icons 2 things. So hash icons, I have to tell icons that you don't sit besides anybody, clear both. So icons must drop down. See, icons has dropped down. I also want whatever is inside icons to be in the middle. So I'm going to say text align, center, so the content of icons okay. that has inherited, the box has inherited it from icons. Let me try this. Margin left auto, margin right auto. Okay, so this is going to be a bit tricky. These three I want to align them in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to deal with percentages here. The box, I'm going to make it 30%, let's say, or let's say 25% width. And icons which are sitting on top, I need to give it a width. I'm going to make this width 80%. Yeah, so I make the width 80% roughly, and I can play with it here. I can change it from 80 to 70. 70 doesn't work. 85%, 70%, 60%. Yeah, it will work. So I'm just going to make it about 80%, and it will work in the middle. Because unless I make it less than 100, it won't sit there. Let me give it a background color so you can actually see what's happening. So you can see it. Height. This is only for you, so for us to see it. So that's where it is sitting. Okay, and I'm going to play with this width now. I'm going to make it I'm trying to make it exactly the width of the, it works only for 50. Another thing what I can do is I'm going to modify my change of plan. You can see what happens there. I'm going to delete all of this. I'm going to make my boxes equally spaced out. So 25, 25, 25 is 75. Let's go 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31, 3s are, that's 93. If I make this 27, that will be 99%, which should be good enough for me. Okay, 27 did not like it. 26, 25. Okay, so 25 is okay. 25 with a margin of 2%, 2%, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Yeah, that's 99%. Each box has a width of 25, two margins of 2, that's 4, 29, two paddings of 2, 4, so 29 plus 4 is 33, and I've got 3 boxes, so 33 into 3 is 99. Okay, so 25, so this is 25% width with 2% on either side margin, 2% on either side padding. So 25 plus 8, 33, and there are 3 of them, so that's 99%. So that's perfect. So that's my demo done. Okay, so this is this layout coded into HTML CSS, which is here. Okay, 19-minute video. I'll save this, upload it. This is your exercise. Try to have a crack at it. If not, give me 20 minutes, the video will be up there. Okay.